It's Sunday, September 29th. This is, we forgot we had some CDs with church music, so we're listening to that. In a moment, that's going to be pretty dirty because we're making cookies. That's our place again, no big deal, but we think we're getting a new place. They're working on it, and here's our weekly list of stuff to do. So we found out that we might be getting a new place. They're remodeling apartments as leases come up, and our housing coordinator for the mission said to go ahead and put our name on the list to get one of the places. So this was a busy week, and we're going to be making brownies, and I think we're doing applesauce, but we're going to call Jen and Amy see if somebody's home can tell us what they use. We don't have butter. We don't go shopping every day, of course, and sometimes we run out of stuff like usual. Anyway, this was a busy week because this was transfer week. On Monday the 23rd were transfers, and so because of that we drove 190 miles and were gone from our apartment for 6 hours. We left at 8 in the morning, got back at 4 in the afternoon. That's a long day for us, and we need a little break once in a while. But we had a good time, a fun time. We had 19 sisters and elders in our zone, and now we have 17. So we have 8 apartments, and we had to pick up some to shuffle them around. Half of the zone, half of the elders and sisters left, and half new ones came back. And so it's a big shuffle every 6 weeks. So, well, suffice it to say that we were like a taxi cab that day, but we had a good time. It was just a long day. On Tuesday, we purchased a house in Minnesota, and the people left it really nice, according to Dave, our son. And so we wanted to get a thank you note to them, and we accomplished that. It's been on my list for a little while. Sent them a thank you note. Then we talked to a guy named Ricardo. We did a service project for him at his house, and we're trying to help him a little bit more. So made a contact there. They put us off till next week, but that's fine. They're a little bit nervous about starting this. Anyway, we had to put material together for seniors, and so I worked on that, and it was a busy day on our planner. It looks busy, but we didn't get a lot accomplished except for background kind of stuff, and that's the same thing for Wednesday. We had a lot of background stuff, and I had to get prepared for the Wednesday night class, and we did go to the class 7 p.m. Wednesday nights, and there were no new members and no people investigating the church, so it was just missionaries, and I showed them a new video from the church that came out, and maybe I'll post that, but we didn't have people to actually teach, and well, that's the way it goes. People don't always show up, even when they say they will. Thursday we went and did what we call walkthrough videos. By the way, we had church 9:30 to 11:30. It is 1:30 now. After church today, they had what's called Linger Longer. People, it's like a little mini potluck, and people just come and hang out around after church, and you get to know people a little bit better that way. Outside of church, inside structured, you don't have time to talk. Outside, for this Linger Longer little mini potluck, it's really nice. And so that's where we are. And then we come home, and we're like horses. When we head for the barn, we run, and when we get there, we take it easy. So we strip out of our Sunday clothes, get comfortable, and as I said, today we're making, we think we're making brownies. Judy's still looking at recipes, and then we're calling Amy and Jen as a minimum. And then that's why we're casual today. We're casual every Sunday after church. Okay, so Thursday, we went to do video walkthroughs. They're on my channel, Craig Patberg on YouTube. If you want to look at them, there's nothing fancy, but it just shows the apartments. And so we did 2 of those. We did 2 in Woodland. Yeah. Then there's always extraneous stuff going on. I had to finish getting some renter's insurance for protecting us while we're here. Friday, we had a district council meeting. Since it was transfer week, we had it later in the week. We usually have it earlier in the week. So we had district council, and all 17 sisters and elders were there. And as I said, half of them were new. And now for the first time, half of them were not from Utah. Most of the time we've had just Utah kids, maybe 1 or 2 that wasn't. But this time fully half of them are from somewhere other than Utah. After that, I think we told you we're supposed to be working with seniors to help them get on their computers and on their phones, teaching church websites, a wealth of information, scriptures, videos, and just a ton of stuff. And then trying to help with smartphones. Well, we're not being overwhelmed yet, and in the interim, I realized we could talk to those people also about that 52 stories. Some of you may remember I did 80 videos. And it was a response to Family Search Genealogy website. It was a challenge to do 52 stories in a year. So they had a program set up where you get a topic, you answer the questions in that topic, and then the next week you do it again. And so obviously I did 80, so we have some history there, and that's a perfect dovetail into going to work with the seniors. And so Saturday we went and spoke to 2 seniors. Turns out one's in a care center and we're not really sure that she's going to be capable of doing it. Another one's a senior living on her own. She's, I think, 82, and she's a pretty good candidate, so we'll find out. She seemed to get excited when we presented it, and on Monday we're supposed to call her back and get an actual appointment for when we should do it. Okay, then we had church meetings this morning and the Linger Longer, and at 8 p.m. tonight the stake president. That's what Dave is in Minnesota, stake president. Stake president here. He's a leader over the 7 wards, 6 wards, 6 or 7 wards. We're in Woodland 1st and 2nd Ward. Anyway, he's over all of them. Dixon, Winters, Davis, West Sacramento, Woodland 1st and Woodland 2nd. And each transfer, when new missionaries come, he has a meet and greet. So we're going there at 8 o'clock. So that means we're going to pick missionaries up in Dixon and take them up there. But it's a fun time. The stake president's a really unique guy, very musically oriented, very history oriented, interesting guy to visit with. He's a doctor, almost retired, and so that's tonight. I think we're going to start doing brownies in a few minutes. We'll do them right in there. It'll get messy because that's how I do brownies. So we'll be back in a moment. Okay, I'm back. We're starting to get a mess, mostly because of me.
We're making chocolate chip cookies, half applesauce and half shortening because we don't have any butter. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
And the missionaries don't care. They'll just eat it.
And then we have good, what kind of walnuts?
Walnuts.
Yeah. And then eventually we'll put it on there.
Red walnut. And I think that's all.
That's it? Okay. To be continued. Okay, we're all whipped up chocolate chip walnut cookies. 2 trays in the oven. And she's fixing stuff up. Go away. That's what I'm used to hearing. Okay, show you in a minute. Okay, we're almost finished. A little bit of cleanup to do. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Ooh, they look so good. We still have some left, and there's still a cookie sheet in the oven. So that's it. Say goodbye, Jude.
Goodbye, Jude.